आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
In the rectangular coordinate system shown below, points A and E lie on x-axis and points B and D lie on y-axis. Point C is the midpoint of AB and point F is the midpoint of DE. So we have to compare slope of line AB and slope of line DE to find which one of them is greater. Now first we should know that if any point is on x-axis, that is anywhere here, it will have a x coordinate but its y coordinate would be 0. Any point here, its y coordinate will be equal to 0. Similarly, if there is a point on y axis, its x coordinate should be equal to 0 and it will have a y coordinate. For example, here or here, x equals to 0. So now we see that this point A is on x-axis, so we can write its coordinate as xa, 0. Since it is on x-axis, its y coordinate can be equal to 0. Similarly, this point B can be written as 0, yb, applying this rule that I have just stated. Similarly, this can be written as xe, 0, since it is on x-axis, and this D can be written as 0, yd. Now, the midpoint theorem says that if we have a line segment with coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2, then its midpoint will have coordinates as x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is the midpoint theorem by standard. So the question says that midpoint of AB is C, which is coordinate -3, 5. So midpoint of AB we will write using midpoint theorem should be equal to xa plus 0 divided by 2, 0 plus yb divided by 2, given the coordinates of A and B as we have just written, and we have utilized this midpoint theorem. So this equals to xa by 2, yb by 2. Now the question has already given us the midpoint of AB to be C with coordinates -3, 5. So these coordinates must be equal to -3, 5. So that implies that xa by 2 should be equal to -3, or that xa equals to 2 into -3, that is -6, and yb by 2 equals to 5, which implies yb equals to 5 into 2, that is 10. So we have found these coordinates. Now to find the slope of AB, we should know that if we have a line segment like this with endpoints x1, y1 and x2, y2, its slope will be given by y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is by standard definition that is known to us. So the slope of line AB can be written as, this line slope can be written as yb minus 0 divided by 0 minus xa. Using the formula that we have just seen now, this would be equal to yb divided by minus xa, or ultimately equal to minus of yb by xa. So the slope of line AB, slope of line AB equals to minus of yb by xa. Now yb equals to 10, so we would be substituting here 10 and xa as -6. So slope of AB we have found out to be, this minus minus gets cancelled, we are left with 5 by 3. Let us call this as equation 1. Now similarly we will do similar calculation for the line DE. So here for DE, similarly using the midpoint theorem, midpoint of DE should be equal to XE plus 0 divided by 2, comma 0 plus YD divided by 2, or which ultimately equals to XE by 2, comma YD by 2. But this is already given to us as F as 3, comma minus 5. Hence this must be equal to 3, comma minus 5. Now again we will equate this x coordinate with this and y coordinate with this, so that we would be getting xe equals to 2 into 3, that is equal to 6, and yd equals to minus 5 into 2, that is equal to minus 10. Now again using the formula for slope, the slope of DE should be equal to, we will use the formula of slope that we had just seen here. This formula we would be using. So using this to find the slope of DE, we would be seeing that slope of DE equals to 0 minus YD divided by XE minus 0, which upon calculation would be giving us minus of YD by XE. Now we know the values of YD and XE, so we would be substituting it. So slope of DE equals to minus of minus 10 divided by 6. Minus into minus is plus, so plus 10 by 6 or 5 by 3. So we have found that slope of DE equals to 5 by 3. Let us highlight this and call it as equation 2. Now slope of DE is 5 by 3. The slope of line AB we have just found out to be 5 by 3 as well. Hence we see that slope of both AB and DE is equal. So we check the option. Both of them are equal. So C would be final answer.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।